Hey guys, it's me Dominique coming at you guys with a new video. I just recorded a review for episode 17, which will be linked somewhere in this video, and after this video I will be recording for episode 19, I think. So you will see 3 videos with the same shirt, same hairstyle, everything, because I'm catching up on the reviews. And another thing is, if the lighting seems a bit off, I did some spring cleaning and I changed some things around. Of course my background is still the same because I got a background, but the way the lighting is set up is slightly different because I changed things around in my area where I'm recording. So yeah, this is going to be the review for the Housewives of Atlanta season 6 episode 18. So this episode begins with Kenya throwing shade at Phaedra. Of course, Kenya reminds me of one of those girls that when they like somebody's boyfriend and husband, that she's like, oh, look at me, I'm better. Like, she likes to constantly make herself seem to be a better person than Phaedra. And I feel like for her to seem like to have such a direct competition with Phaedra makes me feel like she doesn't really want Phaedra's husband. So, I feel like this. Kenya and Apollo have had sex, and Kenya feels some type of way about the way Apollo is treating her. That's why she needs things to be resolved and this and that, because she feels like she's not getting any attention from Apollo. It's like, I think everybody knows this, and I think like everybody on the cast knows this, including Phaedra. But I guess it's just not a good look for the audience to know. So the next scene goes into them talking in the van. Them meaning Peter, Cynthia, Todd, and Candy, and them talking about Candy's mom. And of course, Candy is brushing off the issue like she keeps doing, like she's always done since this whole problem presented itself. And Peter and Cynthia know, and I feel like with this situation, they probably would be the best people to talk to Candy, but then again, their situation wasn't as extreme somewhat as Candy's is. And in a way, it's like the more the season goes on, I start to like Todd, because Todd does seem like a sensible person, and he does start to seem like he really does have Candy's back. And then I feel like not only does Todd have Candy's back, he's showing like, okay, I'm going through all this with your mom, but I'm still here. I'm still willing to work on it because I love you. That's how I see Todd. And it isn't just me, or I don't know. I just feel like Kenya keeps rubbing it. Maybe because I'm slightly Team Phaedra. I'm not a Phaedra stan. I'm slightly Team Phaedra, and I just feel like this whole episode and the next, Kenya just is paying too much attention to Phaedra and Apollo and keeps worrying about what they're doing, and it's annoying me. So the next scene goes into them being in the jungle. So we all noticed how Phaedra was excited about turning that whole snake into shoes and stuff like that. Shoes and a person and stuff, what she said. So then we go into the scene. The next interesting scene is they're in a cave, and of course Kenya wants to use that as an opportunity to go down into her two-piece to say, hey Apollo, look at me, remember in Antigua when we both wanted to get in the water? That's what I saw when I seen her doing all that. And then everybody was like, nah. And then Apollo wanted to go in, but then he remembered what happened last time. Everybody kept bringing it up, and they don't look confessional, so it's like, yeah, Apollo, you need to fall back because your wife wasn't feeling that. So you just need to chill, Apollo. You need to chill. So it's like he wants to go, and then Phaedra sees that. So as a wife, Phaedra's like, okay, well, my husband likes this type of stuff, so I'm going to indulge my husband. And I like the fact that Apollo did not go without Phaedra, because he showed her some respect then. And then Phaedra decided to go with him to show, look, you want to do fun stuff, I can do fun stuff with you. And then I also like the fact that Portia decided to get in the water too, because then, I mean, although we still looked at it like Apollo wanted to get in, Phaedra only got in because of Apollo. But then Portia made it seem like, okay, maybe it was a little fun event for the group that the four of us just got to enjoy. Okay, the next scene is the whole fertility thing with, I think they said that with the guys, I think the guy was a shaman or something. See, I want to show Kenya some empathy, and I want to feel empathy. I want to feel her on certain things, but then I'm like, no, I can't get down with certain things, because in one moment you look at Kenya, you want to feel sorry for her, and you want to engage, and you want to say, well, damn, that's messed up for her. But then she's such a shady person on the other end. It's like, nah, man, I'm good. And it's like Kenya said, they all shared a moment, but it's like, and even Nene, they were like, well, it was a moment, but no, it wasn't that serious. And then you gotta remember, the last time at the Savannah trip, her and Portia shared a moment, but then she turned around, and after that moment that her and Portia shared, she just started shading Portia, and I can't get down with Kenya. Okay, so then the next thing goes into the guys bonding, and we having a little cigars, and then of course Kenya shows up, because Kenya is shady. She's not really showing up to say, oh, what's up to the fellas. She really just want to get Apollo alone. So she's at the table, and then she's talking about sucking. Okay, Kenya, you have to understand you're a woman in the presence of men. So when a woman says something regarding sucking and then using her mouth, of course their mind's going to go to sucking dicks. So it's like, you had to know that. You had to know that was coming anyway. You had to know they was going to say that. And then you want to talk shit and talk about, oh, Apollo's mommy isn't around. But that's because you want to be Apollo's mommy. You just hate the fact that you feel like Apollo should be with you and not Phaedra. But you'll say you don't want Apollo, but we all can clearly see that you want Apollo. So then the scene goes on. The guys are trying to stop Apollo from having this little alone time with Kenya, because of the fact that they understand, because they're either married or in relationships, so they understand the fact that, listen, Apollo, for some reason Apollo don't understand it, or he just don't care. Apollo, there's no reason why you should be alone with Kenya. Yeah, you ain't got no issues with Kenya, which you kind of should have issues with Kenya, because the issues that your wife has with Kenya affect the both of you, which affects money. The reason why your wife has issues with Kenya was because of the whole DVD thing, and she probably saw that Kenya had her eyes on you and was trying to get to you, so she fell back. Well, whatever happened with the whole DVD thing, with Kenya doing whatever she did, and then she noticing that this woman is eyeing her man, she fell back on that. She didn't want to be friends with Kenya, so you should have followed suit. Why? Because that's your wife, and you need to respect that. You don't need to be friends with Kenya that bad to say that, okay, well, my wife isn't friends with this woman, so it's okay. No, it just doesn't work like that. It's like, for some reason, Apollo doesn't understand that. So he went to go have that little sit-down session with Kenya. That moment when Kenya and Apollo had that little sit-down thing, it rubbed me the wrong way for the simple fact, for one, Apollo, like, your wife told you it wasn't okay. Your wife told you how she felt about it. Peter, as a man, told you from a man's perspective that you shouldn't have done it. And then you had all the guys trying to stop you, and you still want to go do it. That's one part of it. And the second part of it, it falls on Kenya, because Kenya, like, I get the other women let you know that wasn't appropriate, that wasn't cool. So it wasn't just on some personal shit for Phaedra. It was on some woman's shit, the woman's code, where you shouldn't be trying to have no type of friendship with this woman that you considered yourself a friend and you fell out with. Like, that's not cool to be trying to be friends another woman's husband. But it's like neither one of them understood that. So that thing goes on, and then Phaedra walks in, and Phaedra sees it, and it's like I knew, as a woman, I felt like Kenya knew when Phaedra walked in, because she started to laugh all louder to make it seem like they were having fun. And then soon, it was like Apollo didn't even notice his wife walked in. So then his wife walks in, and he has this like, ah, shit look on his face, because he knows he was wrong. That's why he should have listened to the guys when they were first speaking and just chilled with them instead of going to go sit over there with Kenya, because it's not necessary for you to go over there and talk to her. Like, you don't need Kenya's friendship. And it's like, that's why I feel like they've had sex, or something has gone on between them, because it's like both of them feel like they need to be each other's friend, but they really don't. If things are the way they try to make it seem, then there's no reason why they should have any conversation after the reunion. The fact that they still have to feel, both of them still feel the need to clear up things after the reunion, lets you know something went down between them. But yeah, that's my review for the Housewives of Atlanta season 6, episode 18, I think it is. Everything will be in the title. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below. My email or my inbox, all my information will be down below. Until next time, I'm out.